things are going to get monumentally worse for the people themselves, okay? Inflation is going to continue to rise. That's the game. The economy is going to continue to slow. The faster that these two things happen, the higher inflation goes, and the worse off the economy goes, the higher the stock market is going to go. As long as I said, like the unholy trinity here, let's call it the unholy trinity. The illusion of stability in the debt market, a weaker dollar on a relative strength basis, and right up the back door, you got crude oil or energy getting propped up. We watched a little pullback here, which I thought we were all expecting with regard to energy and crude. Now it's getting bid right back up, and look what's happening to the market. This has been a pretty epic month for this market, despite the continued round after round after round of bad economic news. As long as they continue also to fund the war, there's all this talk about another weapons package and another one after that and another one after that being put together. Hundreds of billions of dollars, soon to be in the trillions, to fund this war over there. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Here we are, American citizens, or wherever you may be around the world. Whether you support this war or not, you have no choice. You support the war. You have no choice but to fund it. I didn't vote for it. I don't think many of you voted for it. Again, we can't even get our own act together here. The United States, the laughing stock of the world here. Okay, we can't have a budget. When was the last time our so-called loving, caring representatives had a budget? Well, it's been years. Can't have a budget because, again, it must continue to expand and expand and expand. We hit the debt ceiling. We can't figure out what we're doing with that. Why? Tell me again, why are we paying our so-called representatives to work for us? Do they really work for us? From what I've heard from all of you, you don't feel like you have any representation at all in government. So tell me again, why are we paying taxes here? For what? For what? I don't know. Maybe all of you can let me in on that clue, because it's pretty much out there. So let's go back here. Nice rally in the market today. This whole entire month been just beautiful. Why? Stability in the debt market, or the illusion of weaker dollar on a relative strength basis, and crude oil getting propped up, and more cash to fund the war. This mechanism, people, with the Federal Reserve buying it all, central banks buying it all, keeping rates suppressed here. Could you imagine just for a second, a nanosecond, if the debt market were to do its one and only job, and that is to establish fair value? What is the job of the markets? To determine fair value, right? You get buyers on one side and sellers on the other. But when you have central banks who are overpowering everything, buying it all, there's no discovery mechanism, no price discovery behind it. Nothing makes sense. You get extreme distortions in the market, which is all going to get real. You won't know that. All this is lovely and everyone's having a good time. We're all making money in the market, right? Oh, it's beautiful. It's perfect. Maybe it's even enough to make you spray all over your freaking shorts. I don't know. But this is going to change. It's going to change by design. None of this is going to go on in perpetuity. So you could just, forget about that whole situation. Now, who knows what else they're going to throw at us down the pike. We already know that we are clearly not doing well anywhere in the world with regard to the world economies which are run by central banks. Who runs the economy? It's central banks. Who runs the markets? It's central banks. Who runs the world? It's central banks. And do you think the world economy is looking really pretty right now? Not really. Well, what's the market looking like? Smelling like a rose. Looking really beautiful here. People making all kinds of money here. Okay, this is exactly what you and I have expected since forever. A massive wealth transfer on an unprecedented scale here. And if you think that this is the end of it, you don't know what you're looking at. I don't care how many people out here are calling for a crash every other freaking day. Believe me, I know they are. I know they are. Okay, you people write to me all the time. Greg, did you hear so-and-so? Greg, did you hear what this guy's saying? Next week, this date, this time, according to this book, according to whatever it might be. And all this market does is go higher and higher. Turn these people off. Ignore all of them. They obviously have an agenda here, and I don't understand why they do what they do. Okay? Nobody Nobody here is going to be able to pick a time, a date, or anything else, but we have clues. We have tools, you and I. We know what we're looking at here. There's no guesswork, you and I. None, and I mean zero. If you understand the drivers of this market, again, debt market, relative dollar strength, crude oil, and the fact that central banks are buying it all, what do you want to do? Honestly, really, what do you want to do here? You want to try to bet against this market? I dare you. I dare anybody to bet against this market when you have the debt market stable, or the illusion of the relative strength of the dollar weekend, crude oil coming up. If you try to short this market in this environment, you're going to get destroyed. You're going to lose it all, okay? And if you're doing this on a margin, you're going to lose more than your initial investment, and exponentially here. So with regard to this market, buy it. I've been buying and buying and buying. You all know that for a long time. I'm going to continue to stay long this market until I have a clear sign that things are going to change. You got to be nuts. With regard to the debt, you think the global debt's going to stop inflating? You think central banks are going to stop inflating? Honestly, really? No. So what are you going to do? You're going to hold commodities, physical gold, silver. People, you got all this. You got this all down. We are invincible. I'm telling you, if you just listen to this blog, okay, you pay attention and use your own intellect, if what I'm saying to you makes sense, you could not possibly be better off.